If you have a Stihl string trimmer with an Autocut 27-2, here's how to reload it. First step, you see this white tab, and then this one here on the other side, push them in, and off comes your cover. Next, you're gonna grab your spool, you're gonna push it down, give it a little twist, and it'll come right out. You can set your trimmer down for now. Next, if you have any remaining line on the spool, that's cool, just take it right off, and off it comes. Next, we're gonna decide what line to use and how much to put in. I have my standard .095 line here. Now I'm gonna do my double wing step method here, and this is about 14, maybe 15 feet of line. If you're a little taller, it's gonna be about a few feet more. And in my experience, this is plenty. I found that if you overload these spools with the maximum amount of line that they can hold, they have a tendency to jam up. Using a little less tends to give the string a little bit more room to expand inside the spool. Now I'm gonna take my spool, and you see inside this channel where it says .095, I'm gonna take my string, and I'm gonna jam the tip in as far as it'll go. And you'll see that it hits a stopping point. Then from here, I'm gonna take my other end of my string, rotate my spool 180 degrees to the other section on top that says .095 and stick the string in all the way in there as far as it'll go in that slot. You should have something that looks like this now. Now you might want to lean in for this one because this is where the party starts. What we're going to do is take the line and bend it back on itself, just like that. We're going to follow this around 180 degrees, and then we take our next line and bend that one back on itself. So you can see that it's all wrapped, just like that. And we're just gonna keep spinning like so. I'm gonna use my one hand to twist and my thumb and finger on this hand to kind of keep the string in line. We're just gonna wrap and keep going until all our line is in. And wrapping some more, and wrapping even more still. And then you get to this point where you have this loop. Now I have my loop of line here at the end of my spool, and what I'm going to do is look for this little channel right here that says .095. I'm going to take one of my ends and I'm going to simply wrap it and click it into that channel. Then I'm going to spin 180 degrees with that spool to the other end that is, again says .095. I'm going to click it right into that channel, just like that. So now you should have this goofy looking wannabe lantern thing going on right about now. From here, we're going to take our line and pull it tight, grab a pair of scissors, and snip the top. Now you should have a spool that looks like that. From here, we're gonna take our spool, we're gonna insert it into the trimmer head, and we're gonna push down and give it a little twist. And you're gonna see that the string now lines up pretty much with these metal channels that the line comes out of on each end of the head. From here, pretty simple, take that line, lock it into the channel, lock it into the channel, just like that. Now just simply take your plastic head cover, line up the tabs on the bottom, reinsert that, and you're good to go. That Autocut 27-2 is now fully reloaded. Before we test this out, hey guys and gals, welcome to Garage Gear. I'm JB, and to help prevent this video from running out of line with the YouTube algorithm, would you mind hitting that like button? Thank you. Now if you're ready, I'm ready, let's go test it out. Let's get it spinning to trim the line. Let's give it a bump and see how the line comes out. Yep, works good. Now here's a few other tips and tricks to help you out with this procedure. My trimmer here is a Stihl FS70R. I did a full review on it and I'll have that video linked down below. Any standard .095 line will work on these trimmer heads and they can hold about 33 feet of it. But they can also take .105 line and hold about 23 feet of it. Again, I don't like to load it up to the max because then it has a tendency to jam up. Now when you're winding the line on the spool, you could do each line individually, but that will take you a little bit more time. Now here's a helpful hack. Let's say you have to go and trim a large yard or a large field. What you could do is do the double wing step method again, cut the line, wrap it up, and then simply put it in your pocket. Then when you run out, you don't have to come all the way back to the truck or back to your garage to reload. You can restring and go. These trimmer heads can hold a lot of different shapes of line, square, round, braided, you name it. And they're kind of old-fashioned when it comes to reloading, but if you do it once or twice, you'll have it down. Now for a trimmer head that's even easier to wind up than that, check out my video link down below in the description. For more cool garage gear content, click or tap the screen right here. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the garage.